So, hi everyone. Can I make a quick request? Could you all please close your eyes? Please close your eyes and think about a woman or a girl, someone who is above 10 years of age and below 50 years. Someone who you really admire. He might be facing some challenges, some problems, mood swings, discrimination, and at times some shaming as well for something which is very natural and essential. She could be fighting this battle every month. Please open your eyes. Hi everyone, I am Neeraj Gera. I'm a social activist, a social documentary photographer, and a mental educator. And today I'm going to talk about a topic, periods, a hush-hush topic, menstruation. Some years back, one of my friends approached me. Neeraj, you speak good. Why don't you speak about menstruation, the issues related to menstruation? So I thought it's a very girly topic. Why should I speak on this topic? Why should I poke my nose into it? But somehow I ended up doing some research and I found some really, really shocking facts. I was speechless. So that very moment I thought that I will give voice to this menstruating woman through my photo series as a social documentary photographer. So without wasting my time, without wasting anyone's time, I would like to show you that series. It's called Sacred Stains. Daag pavitra hain. Daag अच्छे हैं. So this is the first photograph with an astonishing fact. 71%, as per the research, 71% of the females, when they bleed for the first time, they are not even aware what periods are. They get scared. They get frightened. Because parents usually do not talk to their daughters beforehand. Because when this subject is being taught, usually people are smiling, your students are smiling, giggling, or maybe ashamed because of the stigma. And at times teachers are not very comfortable about, educating about this topic. So we need to empower these children. In Ulhasnagar, I don't know how many of you heard this incident. In Ulhasnagar, a 12 years old girl was being tortured to death by her 30 years old brother when he saw some period stains on her dress. He thought that she must have done something wrong, physical relation with some guy. That 30 years old man could not understand that those stains, those blood stains could be because of the periods, because she has hit puberty. That 12 years old girl could not justify her blood stains because she had lack of awareness. Just imagine. And she had to pay for this lack of awareness through her own life. Silenced by society. In India, 60, 70, 80% of the females, menstruating females, are till date not using sanitary pads or any other appropriate menstrual product, hygienic menstrual product. It might sound unrealistic to many of us, but India, the soul of India, lives in villages. 70%, 80%, it means 7 out of 10 girls. Instead of that, they are using unhygienic cloth. They are using sand. They are using ash. They are using leaves. They are using newspapers. Isn't it inhuman? I was traveling to Koppal. There's a place called Koppal in Karnataka. I was told about one incident. There was one bus conductor, lady bus conductor. She was in the bus and she had a periods. She asked, if she can have a sanitary pad, but no one gave her. So she stopped the bus near a field. There she went inside. went to the scarecrow, that putla for birds, and she tore off some cloth from there and she used it and came back. After some time, she started feeling uneasiness, something as if something was pricking her badly. Till the time they could reach the destination, she got fainted. And when doctors checked her, they realized that the fabric, that the cloth she was using, it had a small snake inside one of the layers. And she died. Such incidents are not very common, but a lot of diseases happen because of unhygienic options, substitutes. In India, there are more than 70,000 deaths every year because of cervical cancer. And the main reason being, we do not talk about anything related to reproductive organs. Why? It is the reason behind life on this planet. Period shaming. Usually girls are being targeted for the blood, for the period blood. People make fun of girls when they see period stains. When I conduct my session in schools, in colleges, I tell those girls, why are you feeling ashamed? Why are you feeling bad? Why do you cry? Period is something, you should be proud of. It is a blessing. It is not a problem. It is a blessing. Periods are there. That's the reason life on this planet exists. So instead of feeling bad, instead of feeling ashamed, why don't you look at that guy directly eye to eye and tell him, gentleman, dear, doesn't your sister bleed? Doesn't your mother bleed? You are here on this planet because your mother used to bleed. And after that, he won't have that audacity to ask you to make fun of you. And we cannot blame selectively boys, because how many mothers are there, how many sisters are there who are teaching boys about periods? How many, we conduct sessions in schools and colleges. How many organizers are organizing sessions for boys about periods? When they are not even aware, they will be insensitive. So we need to organize sessions for boys and girls together, sitting together as well. Pained. Girls are aware, but it is for men. Girls go through a lot of pain. They have menstrual cramps. They face a lot. Maybe backache, headache. So as a boy, as a male, we can be little more sensitive for females during those days. We can take care of, we can ask them whether we can help you, whether we can bring a sanitary pad packet. It's not something shameful. A small gesture of, being available for your female counterpart will make them feel better. Menstrual hut. I went to Nepal to click this photograph. Menstrual hut. It's called Chopadi Pratha there. But then I realized in Uttarakhand as well, in India, Uttarakhand as well, in Himachal as well, and in some places of Maharashtra and some other states also, these kind of rituals are there, where a girl is supposed to live in a cow shed during her periods because she is being considered impure, inauspicious. Periods, which is the reason behind life on this planet, is impure. We call periods in Hindi मासिक धर्म, जिसके नाम में ही धर्म है. वो अधर्म कैसे हो सकता है, वो गंदा कैसे हो सकता है, और वो लड़की अछूत कैसे हो सकती है. We need to change these rituals. Various myths. You can't touch plant. You can't go to kitchen. You can't have pickle. You can't touch the pickle jar. You can't go to temples. See, there were some reasons why these rituals were made maybe 500 years back, 1000 years back. That time, if I talk about going to the kitchen, cooking in the kitchen, that time cooking in the kitchen meant, bringing water from the pond, from the river, from the well. Maybe grinding wheat. Maybe bringing dry wood from forest. Because gas wasn't there. Gas stove wasn't there. Because tap wasn't there in the kitchen. Because wheat flour was not available. But now things have changed. Let's change the narrative. It is not inauspicious. छोड़ो कल की बातें, कल की बात पुरानी. नए दौर में लिखेंगे मिलकर नई कहानी. And if you think that these kind of problems exist only in India, then it is wrong. If you see the slideshow, in various underdeveloped countries, developing countries and developed nations like Russia, Poland, UK, Japan, UK, Canada, China, and various other countries, these problems are there. Stigma is there. Superstitions are there. Period poverty is there even in UK. I want to mention this because I do not want my nation to be targeted selectively. It is a global issue, and together all the nations, all the volunteers, all the NGOs should stand united and fight against these issues. So my photo series was being published in various newspapers: India Times, BBC, UK, USA, Indian Express, Tribune, The Week. It went on various platforms. And then we thought, to create more impact, we should work on the grassroots level as well. We conducted sessions in Dharchula where we have menstrual huts. So we went to different villages, we went to colleges, we went to schools, we met gram panchayats, we went to different community people and convinced them that, such kind of menstrual huts are not needed now. Change it. Then seeing the response, we thought, let's initiate a period revolution. Let's educate and empower more and more youth, more and more community people. We initiated the period revolution. A nationwide tour, Happiness Express. And we wanted to speak by action more than words. So the flag of ceremony of that event was done by a girl who was on her own periods. Because, in India, we call such kind of people who are on menstruation inauspicious for such event, non-sacred for such events. Then we decided, no, she can't be inauspicious. She can't be non-sacred. And she did the flag of ceremony. And I think only because of her shubhata, her positivity, and positivity of a menstruating girl, this nationwide campaign reached 350 sessions in 22 states, reaching 117,000 people, which is a world record. So I'm really grateful to all the organizers who had the valor to organize such sessions, because it's not a cakewalk. We conducted session in various community members, Anganwadi workers, Asha workers, and various communities. So was it a cakewalk for us? No, it wasn't a cakewalk. Usually, I'm a male speaker. Usually, allowing for such session as an organizer in school is very difficult, because a male speaker is speaking to female girls on this topic. So it is not very appropriate according to them. I was given warning by some intoxicated members of the community when I was talking to some females, some women, about women empowerment, about gender discrimination. So I was given warning. My session was being stopped in between because I was talking about periods with girls. My car was being punctured. My tire was being punctured by some rowdy students. Some stone pelting was also done while I was conducting session. जो tin shed होती है, they pelted the stone to stop the session. But one thing is very sure. Seeing the response, seeing the transformation in people, one thing is very sure. I am not going to stop. I'm not going to stop till the time, this session reaches more and more people. And we are meeting government people, government employees, bureaucrats, ministers, PMO. We are requesting them to create a menstrual policy. And I saw some impact, direct and indirect impact as well. Haryana government is giving free sanitary pad to below poverty line women, which we requested in our change.org online petition. Modi government is planning to give 12,000 crore boost for access to sanitary pads. I think change is happening, and I'm really, really happy. A lot of passionate people are needed. One Neeraj Gera is not sufficient to work on this cause. Even if every day I'm conducting a session, I won't be able to cover 1% of the schools, colleges, or community people. So we need a lot of passionate people like you, and you. I imagine a world where periods are not a women's issue. It's a human rights issue. After working so many years on this cause, I've started believing that I also bleed. Oh, I don't bleed biologically, but my soul bleeds. My soul bleeds when I see the atrocities, when I see the discrimination, when I see the taboo, stigma that surround periods. And it becomes my duty and our duty to speak on this cause against the stigma and myths. And my soul will keep bleeding till the time each and every woman is able to embrace her monthly cycle with pride, with dignity. Thank you so much. And Jai Hind.